or Loveman screamed in our ear that we have to hit the break. Why is this an egregious statement for people? Like, they lose their minds if I say this out loud. I can't take you serious if you need to be carried by Wilmer Flores for a month. I'm not mad at the Giants. I'm not. But, like, this thing...
I'm not
like,
laughing, man.
But tell me I'm wrong.
That is...
Name me a team in baseball that you would take serious as a contender.
Hey, look, man.
That you would... I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being serious.
We're heading into
you need to be carried by Wilmer Flores for a month.
You put it
and
like
you expect
that?
me to take you serious.
When you put it like that.
He was their best player last year. Him and Tyro Estrada.
Hey, dude, he won a Willie Mack Award.
No, he was awesome.
Hey,
and
dude,
I like Wilmer. Wilmer. If I said that about the Tampa Bay Rays, you'd go, what are you talking about? If I said that about the Braves, I said about the Yankees or the Red Sox or any of these other teams that you take serious as contenders, you would laugh at me. Why? But why is it when you say that out loud, when you say, people are like, you're a Farhan hater. No, I'm a realist. All right? Do you want me to sell you the beachfront property in Reno, or do you want me to be realistic with you and tell you that a 2-bedroom house in San Francisco costs $1.7 million and it's going to be a fixer-upper? Newsflash, and you're going to have no parking and you're going to have no closet space. Like, I deal in reality. If your team has to be carried by Wilmer Flores for an entire month, you can't be taken serious as a contender. And I love Wilmer.
I needed to laugh, man, because you're right. We're in the dog days of August, right? We're in the dog days of August playing against big boys.
They've been fun.
You're in a pennant race, but you're getting carried by Wilmer Flores.
I'm not even trying to hate.
I know.
I'm not even trying to hate. And this whole Jock thing. Jock, dear God.
Forget Jock.
Jock, you said this best. B, I'm watching him all week. I'm going, this guy got slapped into the oblivion and hasn't been seen since. Like, I'm looking at, he's got, like, I think 13 home runs right now.
He's got 11.
Okay.
He's got 11.
11 home runs.
232 batting average.
$20 million. So he's basically getting paid over $1 million a home run.
Honestly, when I watch him, he rubs me the wrong way.
Why?
He looks like a guy who just goes up there, hacks,
he has no
gets his
plan.
money, no plan at the plate.
I don't know what his plan is.
I don't know what his plan is either. And he just goes back to the clubhouse and does his own thing. Like, he doesn't feel like, to me, a good teammate, just from afar.
I don't know.
It looks like he's about getting his.
Might be. He might be. I would say this.
19.6 mil.
I'm watching this team. At one point, Sam Loveman was ready to stab you in the chest over J.D. Davis making the All-Star
over
team.
Austin Riley.
The guy's been terrible for a month. He had a couple of big RBI hits over the weekend, but he's been terrible for a month.
Loveman's ticking.
I'm not trying to be mean, but he's been his batting average went from 300 down to like 250. Dude, he's had a really rough month, right? This is why you don't give people All-Star, because they have a couple of nice months. You got to take a deep breath. Look at this. Alex Cobb. Alex Cobb was awesome for a couple months.
I told you guys what was going to happen to Alex Cobb. The whip was way too high. The whip was going to match the ERA. His whip now, Alex Cobb is at 1.33, but look, he struggled to get through that game yesterday against the A's.
I like
he's a
Alex
fourth
Cobb.
starter.
He's a 3 or 4.
He's a fourth starter,
right?
He's a fourth starter.
Like, this team has 2 pitchers that are starters. They have an elite bullpen. Name me the other elite part of this team.
No, they don't have an elite part of the team.
That's all. And I'm not even hating. They've been a fun watch. I know a lot of people are like, they're boring. I actually have had a lot of fun watching Patrick Bailey. The kid might win a Gold Glove as a rookie, which is incredible. Yeah. And the timing couldn't have been better. Yadier Molina retires. Buster Posey retires. Boom, there's an opportunity to win one. And he's been outstanding. Tyro Estrada being out for as long as he did really did them in, because Tyro Estrada is a table setter.
He is, but I mean, being carried by Wilmer Flores in August, man, that's tough. That's tough.
Am I wrong?
You see the Phillies striking, and the Phillies they've jumped the Giants now in the wild card standings, but they're 3 up on the Cubs. They got a big 3-game series, as I just read off later in early September against the Cubs in Chicago. You got the Reds still in it. I don't think the Reds pitching is going to hold up, so I'm not really worried about them. They've lost 6 in a row. The Marlins have scuffled a bit. So the Giants may backdoor themselves into the playoffs just because Farhan and Gabe do put together a good plan on how to get through a baseball game. Now, how do you get through a baseball game? You're subbing out everybody. You're platooning guys. You're running out of batters in the 11th inning. It drives me insane.
How many times have you seen Austin Slater get ready to hit in the dugout?
It drives me insane. It drives me crazy. It drives me watching Matos bat night. It drives me crazy.
Well, I think he should move up to the leadoff spot. I want to see the young man play there. Now, Lamont Wade had kind of like the production dipped a little. He's starting to really heat up. He had a really nice day yesterday, for example. I think he had at least a 3-hit day, a couple of big RBI opportunities. But like Lamont Wade Jr. has outplayed expectations for this year. He really has. He's had a really good year. But
let's move off this. Let's move off this. They play the Angels later on.
I'm ready to see Ohtani.
Yeah. We'll see Ohtani in the Angels uniform. Don't visualize him being in the Giants uniform because Ohtani being in the Giants uniform is never happening.
When does that crack?
By the way, Seth Brown, Giants killer.
What about
he hit the crap out of the ball.
Nick Allen at shortstop?
Yeah, well, I don't.
Only one homer on the year, has 2 yesterday.
And Cobb literally threw the little league tantrum after throwing that. He knew the second it left his hand, it was gone.
Giants. I mean, look, they've been a fun story. They have been. They got us to training camp. Job succeeded. Mission completed.
It's pretty wild, though.
Mission completed.
You're talking about the Reds, and I look at the Reds. It's like, dude, their payroll's like 5 cents.
Right.
And then you look at the Giants, and they're paying $180 million. That is horrific bang for the buck.
It's a shame. It's embarrassing.
Guess what? Just wait until Conforto, Mania, and Stripling picks up those player options. Just wait until that moment.
It's a shame. It's embarrassing.
How many games is Mitch Haniger going to play this year? I know he's hurt right now. Like, honest to God, was it 40?
How many games has he played? How many games has Haniger played?
They got 2 more years on that deal.
He's played 40 games?
I don't even know if he's played 40. How many has he played?
He's played 40.
40 exactly? Well, he ain't coming back till when, September?
Hold on. Mitch Haniger, 40 games. He's played 40 games? Wow.
I mean, B.
He's going to play.
He may bump that up to 55.
He may play 60 games.
I know we're going to
do that, though.
We're going to be done with the Giants in just a second. But, like,
on.
Look at their offseason. And everyone's like, well, you can't get mad at Farhan. He builds an elite. I'll give it to him. The guy builds an elite bullpen. He does a good job on roster spots 23, 24, 25, and 26. Look at his offseason. Mania, Stripling. Now, Conforto's been solid. But if you really take a deep breath and you look at the Conforto numbers, like, could Conforto play in the outfield for the Phillies right now?
Probably not.
Could he play for the Padres in the
Part-time.
outfield? No. Like, his numbers are dwarfed by James Outman right now has had a better year than Conforto. And we're sitting here throwing a ticker taper parade for Conforto's season. And they've duct taped this thing throughout the year. And I like Conforto. But, like, he's like a 248 hitter with 13 jacks and, like, 40 RBIs. It's nothing that blows anyone away.
Is this Conforto deal an opt-out, a player option, or a team opt-out?
I don't know if anyone's given him. I think it's a player option. I don't know what his market's going to be, quite honestly. Like, they've done a good job managing his health throughout the year because he's had some soft tissue injuries. But, like, B, look at their offseason. Just look at their offseason and look at how it's panned out this year. Now, look, you get credit for not giving Rodon the big money. And Rodon looks like absolute waste. He's probably going to go on the IL again. Big arm injury, fine.
It's a player option for Michael Conforto. Player option, $18 million.
He might
Mania Stripling, player options. That's a combined $48 million.
Haniger coming back.
Well, he's got third-year player option.
I know, but he's coming back again
he's
next
coming
year.
back. Yeah, that's guaranteed. And it is a third-year option.
I mean,
for
those guys alone get you over the Reds' payroll currently.
Yeah,
just to give you an idea, like, of where we're at.
And see, I would have sold Conforto. I was willing to sell him towards the deadline, but you had all these injuries. You don't have any
you
bodies.
couldn't afford to.
And at some point, I'm like, I want to watch major leaguers.
Yes.
I don't want to watch 4A guys.
I'm with you.
Casey Schmidt right now is a 4A guy. I don't want to watch that. All right?
I don't even know if he's 4A. I think defensively, he's major league. Offensively, he feels like double A right now.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to rip the guy,
I'm
but
not trying to rip
he
him
looks
either.
lost.
So, yeah, Mitch Haniger, he's back next year at the age of 33, making $17 million in base salary. That third year, it's a player option for $15.5 million.
Are they going to re-sign Jock?
$19.6 million.
I mean, you burned 2 spots.
Some people told me, nah, that ain't that much. Well, it's okay.
You burn 2 spots every day on this team with Slater and Jock because it's a platoon situation and one guy can hit righties and the other guy can hit lefties, but neither of them are a complete player. And they have too many of those situations.
Why do we as Giants fans overvalue our players? We overvalued all these guys. Like even Kyle Harrison, who we may not see.
I don't even know if he's gotten to the 6th inning in the minors.
See, that's a problem.
I mean, we're expecting this man to be super. Like I'll be the first to admit it. Casey Schmidt, I was super hyped on, and the glove's there, the bat's not there. Harrison, I'm way more skeptical on because not that he's not a good prospect. I'm saying the guy's production level at the minor league level, to me, doesn't warrant the hype that we've put onto the kid. And it's unfair. B, for a 21-year-old, can you get to the 6th inning in the minors?
No, I guess you can't. So, by that sense, I'm not in the fire Farhan camp.
No
I'm
one
not.
said that.
He's got 1 year left on his deal.
Let it play out.
Let it play out. Don't give him no extension in midseason if you're doing well. Let it play out. Farhan does not deserve an extension right now. Does he deserve to get fired? Some people say yes. I'm not in that camp. I'm not going to fire him. I want to see it play out. I'll give you until 2024. Play it out.
Why does he get more? Like, honest to God, I feel like the loyalists fiercely defend Farhan.
More than they ever defended Bob Myers or John Lynch or
Steve Kerr,
Joe
Kyle
Lacob,
Shanahan,
Jed York.
Like, think about how we talk about all these other, like Shanahan, for example. I want to use Shanahan as an example. He can't win the big one. Boy, he sure gets to the big one a lot. I mean, yeah, maybe he can't win the ultimate game. Fine. And that's a fair criticism. I'll listen to it. But boy, he sure wins a lot of big games to get to that point. I look at Bob Myers. Oh, Bob didn't do this. Bob didn't do that. Bob was the guy who helped bring in Kevin Durant. Bob was the guy who was at the top of the food chain when they won how many championships?
Yeah.
Now, you can say, Joe, they had Steph Curry. Yeah, you get credit. You get credit for building that team around him. There are a lot of great players that have Steph Curry impact who don't have teammates around him as good as him.
Lubman, how you feeling right now about the Giants? Quickly before I read the legal and move off this team.
I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just really disappointed in them right now.
What are you disappointed in?
I'm not happy that they got swept over the weekend by the A's. I'm
What
very
are you
disappointed
expecting?
about that.
What are you expecting?
Them
I mean,
to
we could
sweep
expect
the
not
A's.
to get swept by the A's.
I was expecting at least 1 or 2 wins this weekend.
Sam,
I was expecting
Sam.
a much better effort at the plate from these. These guys were going up. This is what now I'm going to start to get angry. These guys were going up there. I'm watching them on Saturday. It's just they look like every at bat they're trying to get walks against Paul Blackburn, who doesn't give up walks. Like swing the freaking
Sam,
bat.
it's 7 journeymen and a young guy
They're
who we
big
hope
league
is
baseball
good.
players, Shaska. I expect them to swing
Name
the bat
one
when the
guy
ball
on the
is in
Giants.
the strike zone. Name one guy on the Giants.
No,
What?
hear me out. Name one guy on the Giants that the Padres have to have, that the Dodgers have to have.
So what? You want a pitcher or a hitter?
A guy in their everyday lineup that these other teams have to have.
I think you probably get J.D. Davis and Michael Conforto into other lineups.
They're-
See, this is the problem.
Manny
This is why we
Machado
can't
is
have a
better
grown-up
than J.D.
conversation about the
Davis.
Giants because anytime I give an answer, you have to scoff about it.
He's batting
You have to
250.
move the goalpost on every single thing with this team.
And